Well, today we're on our way to Alford Veterinary, Office 65. I believe it's in Homewood. They have a mixed Malinois breed that actually one of the assistants to the vet was able to get off the street. Apparently it was running around loose, and this is 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was running around loose, and it had a collar around his neck that was so tight that they didn't even know the dog was wearing a collar at first. So unfortunately, this Malinois is actually heartworm positive. So he's going to need a lot of care. From what I understand, when they first got the dog, he was still intact, so they had to fix him as well. But they've had this dog about 3 weeks now, 3.5 weeks. They've been taking care of him and seeing to him medically, and they're going to actually continue to see through, take care of him medically the entire time we have the dog. So this is actually one of those rare occasions where Misfit Shepherds isn't putting out for the medical bills and such. So this should help us out a little bit. From what I understand, they've tried to contact Malinois Rescue, but because it's mixed breed, they weren't interested. It's also possible because it was heartworm positive, they didn't want the expenses, but all right, awesome. How you doing, folks? Michael from Misfit Shepherds here. This is Crystal. She's been a licensed tech here for about 6.5 years. Mm-hmm. So tell me, what happened? How did we find Miller here?
So we actually had a client of ours that called on the phone and said that there was a Shepherd mix that was on the Interstate. And so, you know, being right here off the Interstate, we're like, well, we'll go check it out and see. And so everybody was at lunch, I took out there and saw him across the street where he was coming up from the off-ramp on the Interstate. And you could tell he had like a broken chain on him, and so he was kind of not so sure about, you know, me approaching him. He wasn't, he didn't run too fast, but he luckily ran towards the clinic. And then everybody was coming back from lunch at that time, so I'm hollering, you know, I was like, can y'all help? Get some treats, something to help me. And so we were able to kind of corral him, and I was able to get the leash on him and bring him in, and he didn't have a microchip. We posted him out there. We weren't able to ever find the home, but he did have a collar on, had like a broken chain on it and everything. The collar was pretty tight, so we don't know how long he may have been out on his own.
Okay.
If he had been out for a little while and the collar grew on him. Luckily it didn't quite cut into the skin, but probably, you know, a couple more months it probably would have gotten to that point if he hadn't been found. So it was a good thing that somebody called and we were able to at least get him off, you know, before he headed back on the Interstate or something.
Chasing a loose dog could be a tough thing.
Oh yeah, we've chased a few around here, and it's scary being this close to the Interstate. You know, it's like, just come to me, please. I'm trying to help you.
Is there any future that you know of for this dog, or is this just basically, let's see if we can find a home for him? Or
this is pretty much it. We don't have any adopters or anything like that lined up right now, so, you know, wherever we can get them placed and get them, you know, maybe some training and stuff to be able to help them be more placeable.
Right. Well, that's where we come in. We do the rescue and rehabilitation right at the house there. So hey there, Miller, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
Right. You let us know if you need anything else, okay, guys? You're welcome.
Come on, boy. Boy. Wait. You want to come on up? Huh? You want to come on up? Come on. Come on. There you go. Look at you go. A little bit of distress, but his ears are up. Not sure if he's ever been in a car before, but he seems to be doing okay. So I'm not sure if Miller has had bad experiences in a car, or if he's never had any experiences in a car. But he seems to be a little stressed. He actually slipped right out of the harness. I didn't make it very tight anyway. He still has a leash and a collar on, and he's not causing any disturbance. But anything that he was in a seatbelt in, he slipped right out of. So we're probably going to have to watch him with some of his harnesses and cages and such. We're going to have to see if he's good at slipping out of those as well. But yeah, he looks like he's in a bit of distress on the ride home here. But we don't have long to go. We only have about a 20-minute ride or so. Good boy. Good job. Come here. Over on this side. Over on this side. You're gonna learn all this stuff. Come here. Smells are definitely getting them. Come here. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. We've actually decided to change Miller's name, which we found out was supposed to be a light beer, to Taz, as in Tasmanian Devil. And if you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up. It's a cartoon. So Taz has been home all of about 2 hours, and he's already nudging my hand to get pet. So I'm trying to oblige him, as well as move around him and get him used to people moving around him. Because Ranger, even when I'm correcting the pack, he's still reaching for the touch, which is awesome. Now, over the next couple weeks, we're going to have a lot of firsts with this dog, because right now we know nothing. Only thing that we had to tell us any kind of a story is that the collar that he was wearing was so tight, it was almost cutting into the skin, and there was a partial leash or chain or something attached to him. That's all we know. After that, his body language, which is very nervous, is going to have to tell us the rest of the story. But he's coming to my hand already, which is a good thing. That's a very good thing. He wants to trust me. He just doesn't yet. The girls with the treats. The girls said that he'll accept treats, but you literally have to put it down in front of him. A dog's not going to learn how to treat train if you're putting the treat down in front of him to give it to him. Not as well. It really should come from your hand. Time. Go ahead, Tank. This is morning one. First breakfast. We just had breakfast. And the walls and cardboard that you see is kind of to give him a little bit more of a privacy spot, less threatening, keep the dogs a little farther away. The cage obviously is to make sure nobody gets hurt. Guys? No. He's surrounded. He's surrounded by dogs he doesn't know. He's in a house he doesn't know. He's in a cage he doesn't know. Atta boy. Good boy. And we have to teach him that the dogs are okay, we're okay, and he'll be okay. He's loving the food. He's loving the attention. But he's not like any other dogs. Come on, boy, let's get a drink of water. He's doing really well with us. I want you to take note on how he trots up the hill when it's time to go potty, like a proud little dog. Look at how high his tail struts up. But you see him pulling on me? So he's not very well leash trained if he's ever been leash trained before. Probably gonna do a little snout harness training today. Yeah, he's used to, see how he's used to pulling on the leash and stuff? So he's not very well leash trained at all. Which is okay, most of my guys aren't. But if he goes to another family, they're gonna wanna take him for a walk and stuff. So we gotta get him snout harness trained, leash trained, so he obeys by the leash. So we're gonna do a little snout harness training today too. But look at his tail. I mean, we're day one here. We're less than 24 hours home. We're less than 24 hours home. And he's doing amazing. He's gonna get an opportunity to see more of the neighborhood. All right, let's try this, because he is pulling around quite a bit. Let's see how he reacts to this. Come here a second. Come here, big boy. There you go. He's got a very short snout, so the snout harness is going to be a little more difficult. I seriously doubt he's ever been snout harness trained before. He's waiting for me to move. That's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's actually awesome. That's awesome. We're gonna go for a walk. We're gonna go for a walk. I want to exercise control over him for a while during our walk around the block. It'll allow him to see where he's at and get familiar with his surroundings. And it'll also give me an opportunity to continue to exercise control over him in a positive way. Right? All right, Taz and I are going for a walk. He is doing so well on the snout harness that I took it off. I just put the elastic on his collar. He loves to walk. Down the road we have 2 dogs that are loose, and he gave me zero problem. Absolutely zero problem. He did so well. Awesome job. Awesome job. This is actually part of the evaluation to see what we're dealing with as far as the animals get. That's a pretty healthy reaction. That's not a terrible reaction at all to noise and vacuum cleaners, especially in a strange house. He's panting a little bit because he doesn't quite understand, but he's not attacking. That's awesome. That is just awesome. That is just awesome. He's doing very, very well. Very well. So what we do here is we actually separate the room into a couple of different parts. And we use this wall here, kind of like the wall we use or the doorway we use for the kittens, to let them get used to everything. This gives everybody an opportunity, the ones from the old pack, as well as the newbie here, to get used to each other without any kind of danger. Kind of divides the living room up into two parts and allows everybody to still see, smell, hear. See, these guys all know it's breakfast time, so they should be a lot calmer. Their aggression is being fed by his aggression. His aggression is being fed by fear and the behind the fence thing. So we got to work that out. We got to work that part out. But hopefully, with mealtime, things will start getting better. Now I'm actually going to give him his bowl of food so he has something to concentrate on other than the other dogs. So I'm going to actually feed him first. Ivory, come on back here. Relax. Now, back up. Go. Tank, over there. There you go, boy. Okay. Ivory. Sit. Good. Good boy, Bandit. Good girl, Bandit. Tank. Sierra, you know where to go. Juno. right over here. Good, awesome. He's actually eating. He's barely paying attention. He's glancing up every once in a while. Get a little bit more light on him. He's glancing over every once in a while. But he's calmer, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Sit. Good. Good boy, Bandit. Good girl, Bandit. Tank. Sierra, you know where to go. Juno, right over here. All right. Tank, Bandit. Ivory, sit. Good. And he's going to do much, much better. Good. Yeah, check this out. He's actually got dogs all the way around him that are not bothering him because they're concentrating on their own food. Yeah. He's got to get that last one out. This is a process. This is day 2. This is the first time we're introducing another dog to him outside of the cage. I'm not sure of the reactions that I'm getting yet. Bear is our calmest. That's why we like him so much. He actually will de-escalate any issues in a room. He's not afraid to mix it up, that's for sure. But he's definitely the calmest. Bear, come on up. Now, you really do have to be careful how you hold back a dog, because holding back a dog too hard can also make him aggressive, like a fence or something to that effect. Bear, it's okay. Take it easy. Bear. Yeah, Bear's not getting good signals. So I'm going to leave it to him. Bear's not totally getting good signals. I can tell from him right away. So, doesn't mean the game's over yet. It just means we're gonna think about it a minute. We're gonna let him think about it. The fact that he's looking away, that's a good thing. He's not seeing a threat, but he's seeing something else. So let me take his mind off of that. Tail's wagging, good sign. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome right now. Take it easy. There you go. That's awesome. Now, if you look at Taz, his tail's going down a little bit. He's a little tense. He's standing still. He doesn't know whether he should be in challenge mode or friendship mode. He's not sure. So he has not been socialized that much. We can absolutely draw that conclusion. He might have had a friend or two where he lived that were dogs, but he was definitely not socialized amongst dogs. Peeing some more, we're still happy. That's awesome. Covering it up, that's even better. That's more relaxed, more relaxed. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome boy. Good job. You know what? They're not going to play catch together. They're not going to play fetch together at this point. It's a good first meet. And I'm going to leave it as is because it can only go, yep, head to head, not good. It can only go south from here. Okay. Taz looking away is not necessarily a good thing. It could be an attempt to block out something that he's afraid of or nervous about. But his tail's still up, so I don't think we can get any better than today. We're only on day 2 here. Only on day 2. 48 hours later. That's awesome. Look at Bear Bear. Look at that teddy bear. Take it easy. Take it easy. Good. Good. I think that was all play. I think that was actually all play. So, Bear Bear, go ahead. Up and in, boy. Up and in, Bear Bear. All the way, Bear. Up and in. I think that was great. I think that was awesome. I think we got a lot of potential. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work, but we got a lot of potential. That was a good day. That was a good day.